What is up, guys? Marv Talks Wrestling here. Welcome to my WWE Monday Night Raw results and review. Today I'm going to be covering the July 25th, 2016 episode of Monday Night Raw. And I have a lot to talk about. There's a lot of action. There was a lot of great stuff. First, I want to talk about this whole new setting of Raw. New logo, new intro, new theme, new roster, new everything. Everything felt new. Everything felt fresh. It was great. It was a great opening to the new era. And it was actually a great episode of Monday Night Raw. We had a lot of stuff going on. And one of the most important things I want to talk about it later. But seriously, a lot of stuff, a lot of great stuff. I like this episode, particularly one of the best episodes of Raw. I don't know how SmackDown is going to one-up the show. I doubt it, because we had a lot of great action tonight. But first, let's start off with the beginning of the show. Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley announced the creation of a new world title. And everyone knew there was going to be a new world title, but everyone thought it was going to be the World Heavyweight Championship. Everyone was completely wrong. Apparently, they're calling it the WWE Universal Championship. If there was one way to describe the name, it would be... I think they just came up with that name last minute. Like, anyone tell them that the World Heavyweight Championship could have possibly been a possible name? I don't think anyone told them that. But it doesn't matter. We had two great Fatal 4-Way matches. But wait, Mick Foley announced there will be two Fatal 4-Way matches, and the winners of those Fatal 4-Way matches will go on to the main event and face each other, and the winner of that main event will face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam to determine the inaugural WWE Universal Champion. Not a big fan of the name. Sorry for my hair for it being a mess. It's always a mess. Anyways, the first match we saw Finn Balor versus Cesaro, Kevin Owens, and Rusev. And it was actually a great match. Four great competitors. Great chemistry in the ring. Really, I did not have a problem with Finn Balor winning, or Cesaro, Kevin Owens, or even Rusev winning. But I really did want Finn Balor to win, and that's exactly what happened. Finn Balor won after hitting the coup de grace on Rusev, I believe he hit it on. So yeah, Finn Balor won the match. He advances to the main event to face the winner of the other Fatal 4-Way match, which is Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho versus Sheamus. And everyone knew Roman Reigns was going to win. There's no way Roman Reigns was not going to win that match. And he did. He won the match after spearing Chris Jericho. So the main event, you have Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. Winner faces Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. I'll save that for later. We had two squash matches. Nia Jax versus Britt Baker. Nia Jax, obviously, she won, making her Raw debut. She completely obliterated Britt Baker. And the other squash match was Braun Strowman versus James Ellsworth. And we just witnessed a freaking homicide live on Raw. So yeah, Braun Strowman and Nia Jax both looking like monsters, both making sure the roster fears them, but maybe not Braun Strowman because he defeated a guy that probably weighs half the amount that Braun Strowman weighs. But still, they're made to look monsters, and that's exactly what happened. Up next, we got Neville versus Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel actually came up with the name Mr. Irrelevant. You know, his father was called Mr. Perfect. He's now Mr. Irrelevant. And really, I feel bad for Curtis Axel because he's actually a pretty solid in-ring worker. You know how he worked with Paul Heyman, with CM Punk. He did great. He faced motherfucking Triple H before. He is capable of doing good stuff. Maybe he doesn't have the best mic skills, but he's still a good wrestler. Neville as well, he's also underrated. He's a man that WWE forgot. He's made his return tonight, and he looked so crisp. He looked like he never broke his ankle in the first place. He looked better than ever. He defeated Curtis Axel after hitting the red hour on him, so yeah. Up next, we got Luke Gallows attacking WWE Tag Team Champions The New Day after they were celebrating their 237th day as champion, I believe. It is. No, it's 337 days, I believe. I'm guessing Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are now gunning for the tag team championships at SummerSlam. And yeah, that's really it. Up next, what I believe was definitely, without a doubt, match of the night. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte for the WWE Women's Championship. And oh my god, I'm a bit salty it wasn't Becky Lynch. But still, it was Sasha's moment. She's been dreaming of this since she was 10. She had her moment on Monday Night Raw. And it was a fantastic match. It was, that moonsault from Charlotte. Excellent. Charlotte, she put on a tremendous act as well. It wasn't even an act. It was just pure, solid wrestling. That's how women's wrestling should be like. You should just let them do their stuff. Don't give them a time limit. Give them 30 minutes. And trust me, you would not regret it. This show didn't even feel like 3 hours. I looked at the clock. It was like 10:30. I'm like, what? No, don't tell me this is it. Really, I did not realize it was already 2.5 hours in the show. That's how good it was. That's how great Raw was tonight. It was a great feeling. Everything was fresh. New era. Luckily, we didn't see the same old shit. But yeah, Sasha Banks defeated Charlotte to become the new WWE Women's Champion. Good for Sasha Banks. Everyone loves her. Hopefully my girl Becky can get a chance in the near future. But for now, it's Sasha Banks. She's going to be an amazing champion. Charlotte was awesome. Sasha Banks will be a great champion. She's a fantastic wrestler. And she's gonna shine. Definitely with the crowd. And then up next, we got Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus the fucking Shining Stars. Oh my god. Their theme song has more personality than the fucking Shining Stars. What the hell? They already need a repackaging. Anyways, Enzo and Big Cass defeated the Shining Stars after the Golden fucking Truth were playing Pokemon Go, and of course that freaking game has to make it to WWE Sports Entertainment. That was probably the worst part of the show. And Ansel and Big Cass were there. You guys know how big of a fan I am of them. They were in that segment, but I would still call it one of the worst segments of that show. I think it is the worst segment, but it really sucked that Ansel and Big Cass need to stoop down to that level, that to the Shining Stars, the Golden Truth, pretty much the only down of this show. And then finally, we had the main event. Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. Winner of this match will face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the WWE Universal Championship. And it was actually a pretty decent match. I liked it. But it was probably one of the biggest swerves in WWE history. Everyone thought Roman Reigns was going to win. But no, it was Finn Balor that won after hitting the coup de grace on Roman Reigns. And holy crap, we're going to see Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam to determine the inaugural WWE Universal Champion. And it's going to be a fantastic match. And they got to turn Roman Reigns heel. They had to do it. If they don't do it tonight, they have to do it sooner or later, or else, I don't know, he's just going to be booed and booed and booed. Another down, really, because he can play the role of a heel well. He did it with the Shield. He knows how to play the role of a heel. He's a big, tough guy. So he can be a badass if he wants to. They just gotta, book him correctly. And that's it for the show. Like I said, it was a really great show. One of the best Raws I've ever seen. What do you guys think of Raw? Tell me in the comments below. Any support such as liking, sharing, subscribing is greatly appreciated. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links to that down below. My main channel, my gaming channel, links to those down below as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.